What's up, everybody? Welcome to Hammer Down Motorsports. My name is Steve Fast. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today we have the Range Rover in the garage, and it should be at work with my wife because this is her car. This is the one she likes to drive every day. But funny story, yesterday we came out into the garage and found this car completely dead. The rear lights were on for some odd reason, so it did have a little bit of battery voltage, and LED lights don't really take a whole lot of juice. But I opened the hood, I checked on the boost port on this vehicle just to kind of see what our battery voltage was, and it was somewhere around 5 volts. So I called the dealership, I said, okay, this is what we're dealing with. What should I do? He's like, well, you can get it towed in. I said, well, I'm a mechanic, I have battery chargers and all that kind of good stuff. Should I try to charge this thing overnight and just see if we can bring that battery back enough to just get it over to the dealership? He said, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and give that thing a trickle charge and just see what happens. And it turns out we can only get about 6 volts out of this battery, which leads me to believe that that battery is probably shorted. So now we have a tow truck coming to get this thing out of the garage, take it over to the dealership and get it all fixed up. Hopefully it's just a battery and they can quickly turn this thing around. We get our car back, because it sucks making payments on a vehicle like this when you can't even drive it. So with the jump pack, we did get it running. So now it's time to go onto the tow truck and probably get a new battery. That's why Range Rover has such a good off-road pedigree. They're really good at driving up on the back of tow trucks. And there she goes. The 2018 Velar going to the dealership. Hopefully just a battery. And it's getting towed away by a 6-liter Ford. I hope they both make it. All right, so we got the Range Rover all taken care of. Now it's time to move on to a quick mail time. We got a letter from South Carolina. This is from S&R Motoring. They sent a sticker for the toolbox. We got a note in here as well. It says, hey Steve, here's a sticker for the trailer toolbox. New shop is looking sweet. Love the channel and keep on motoring. So definitely check out S&R Motoring on their YouTube. They're just about at that 700 subscriber mark. Hit that subscribe button for them, try to get them to that 1,000 so they can start earning some money for their hard work. And if any of you guys are interested in a shout out on the channel, all you got to do is send a sticker, put it in an envelope, write a note if you like, send it to the PO box in the description, and I'll feature it on an upcoming episode. So now, quick backstory. I was planning on going on a fishing trip for the weekend. I was going to take the Ram, and I was planning on not bringing a tent or my trailer or anything like that. The site that we had booked didn't have enough room for the big RV or anything, so I figured I would just kind of camp in the back of the Ram, being that the Ram has this huge crew cab. But sleeping on the back seat of a truck isn't that much fun. Let's check it out real quick. Over here in the Ram, it is great for seating, but if you were to lay across this, there are humps kind of in the middle, and you'd be kind of sleeping on something that's more or less of that type of surface. Not to mention you only have this much room, and if you wanted to roll around or anything like that, you'd probably end up falling on the floor. I suppose you could stack up things kind of on the floor area, but not exactly ideal. So I started checking out things on the internet, and I came across this product right here. Now this is the Pittman Outdoors Camo Edition full-size truck and SUV rear seat mattress. It says it is pet friendly, it comes with a pump, and it's good for trucks, full-size SUVs. And as you can see in the picture, it does fill up the footwell area and kind of give you more or less a double-sized bed in the back of your truck. So I'm kind of interested to see how this is all going to work, so let's open this thing up and get it inflated. So we have our new airbed laid out in the back of the truck, and one thing I did discover, this is a modern truck, so we do have a 110 outlet, and we do have USB and USB-C, but we don't have a regular 12-volt plug-in in the back. The only one I could actually find, and I know if there is another one in here, you guys will drop that in the comments. There is one on the dash, kind of for a radar detector or something like that. It isn't a very nice place for that, but they should have put one back here just in case you had to do something maybe like this, but I guess I don't know how many people are actually going to be blowing up a air mattress in the back of their new Ram. But either way, we're going to see if that cord is long enough. Otherwise, we're going to have to take this, move it up there so we can get it all inflated. All right, so the cord on our pump actually does reach all the way to the dash, so that is no problem whatsoever. We can leave everything where it is. Then we're going to choose the adapter that we need for the size of the hole that we're putting this into. That one there seems to fit really nicely. Then we're going to hook up our pump and we're going to blow up this lower section. So on the top section, what I did is I just put in this black insert into the hole, and then I was able to use actually the same adapter, and it fits really nicely right into here, and you can blow the air in and pull this out without all the air running out like I was doing before. So then what you do at the very end, you just kind of put this little clear plug in the end of it here, keep anything from seeping out, and you're all blown up and ready to go. So let's flip this thing over and see how it all fits. Well, there it is. And I gotta say, on first glance, I'm pretty impressed. I mean, we've got no real room on either side. Everything's fitting nice and snug. Everything fit from side to side. And being that this is the biggest half-ton cab they make, this thing fits really, really well. And it looks like our bottom pieces here pretty much fit the way they're supposed to be. I mean, you got a little bit of a decline here, a tiny little bit, but I mean, really, you're not gonna be sleeping directly on this side anyway. You just kind of wanna maybe put your legs across or something like that, just to get a little bit of extra length in your cab. So now that the rain is picked up, we're gonna give this thing a real life test. I'm gonna crawl in there and I'm gonna see how comfortable this thing really is. If I lay directly diagonal on the mattress, I can pretty much make it work. My head is still kind of on the door panel, but what I think I might do is move this passenger seat forward. That would probably give me a little bit of extra room. But all in all, that's me stretched out. If I wanted to curl up, which is pretty much how everybody sleeps anyway, I think you could definitely make this work. I mean, right now I'm laying on the seat part, turn over, go on the inflated part. Well, it is a little bit on the low side. Kind of feel like I'm falling into the seats a little bit, but all in all, it's not too bad. I could pretty much make this work. It's a lot better than having to sleep on the bench seat itself or having to recline one of the front seats. But if you had a sleeping bag and a proper pillow and everything like that, adjusted the seats to where you wanted to be, you could definitely sleep in here. So now, let's take our pump, put the smallest end on, fill up our pillow. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna use just the things in the kit for our night's sleep, minus maybe a blanket or a sleeping bag. All right, I probably could have got more air in this pillow, but yeah, the pillow, I mean, if you had to, it's better than nothing, but it is pretty small. Pillow over here like so. I mean, if you had to make it work, it would probably work, but I don't think I'm going to be using the pillow anytime soon. So now after you've had your wonderful night's sleep and you want to pack up and head out of camp, we'll show you how easy this thing is to just tear down. Pull that out, pull that guy out. Air is coming out very quickly as we speak. I'm gonna do the same. It's really nice that both of these are on the same side. Try to do this one-handedly. All right, we got the second one removed. Everything is nicely draining for us. So this thing does sit rather nicely on the floor once it is semi-deflated. What we're gonna do is go from the other side, kind of roll it up towards our open end, and then fit it back into the carrying bag. And there we go, with pretty minimal effort, got it back into the bag. Now we'll just raise up the seat. Put that underneath just like that. And it's all nicely stowed away and ready for the next use. So drop in the comments, what do you guys think of the Pittman Outdoors rear seat inflatable bed? In my opinion, it'd be better than sleeping on the wet ground and having to set up a tent in the rain or something like that. So this would definitely get you out of the pinch of having to sleep on the back seat of your truck. So all in all, I think it is a fairly decent product. The pump works really well. It inflates very quickly. So even though we didn't get to go on the fishing trip and really give this a real life test, I figured I'd open it up and try it out for you guys, let you guys know how it all works. We can definitely test it in this model of truck if that is what you have and this is the kind of thing you might be looking for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, drop your comments in the comment section, and as always, keep that hammer down.